Oh, right. Let's see how this all sounds. Okay. Cool. All right, so let's get into it. So, I want to do a shootout today about the neural DSP stuff, guitar rig, and guitar amp from Waves. So we have neural DSP, Native Instruments guitar rig, and we have guitar tools from Waves. Guitar tools from Waves. All right. Anyways, I've not tried this Corey Wong or any neural DSP stuff. I make tones in very different ways. Oh, also, I want to try just building my own too, because that's honestly how I've been building a lot of my tones for a while. So, and I usually don't use a cab, but I'm gonna actually maybe use a cab this time. So let me just build. Okay, so that's like a decent setup for tones. I mean, I start putting in a pedal, maybe some overdrive, some compression. I don't know. Man, I love building my own tone from, I put on some OTT or something like that. But anyways, let me go ahead and turn those off because I don't use those and the cab yet. Then I put this usually to dual output. Anyways, so let's turn off that. So here's the track. Right, and we have all of this is DI at this point. We have some leads, we have some popcorn. I used to have Guitar Rig 5 on another project, but it's gone. So we're on a blank slate here. We got the chords, we got the rhythm, we got some diamonds, and then we have bass. Right, and then we have, later on we'll turn this on, just some synth. Right, then we have drums. Simple stuff, simple stuff. Let's actually, just so we could hear exactly what we're doing right now, one by one, let's start with just going with these kind of guitar chords. Right? Turn off the rhythm. Don't need the diamonds right now, so just bass and chords. All right, I'm just gonna turn on and off some of this stuff. So here is Neural DSP. Okay, here's guitar rig, and then we will go to just some basic Chicago. Okay, and then let's go to guitar tool is I think what we'll use. I don't really use this too often, but we'll give it a go. And I'm gonna go to a preset. Let's do clean default, I guess. Is there any stomps in there? No, just that. Okay. I don't really know even how to use this. Let's see. So what happens if I put... Okay, what if I do both direct default? Okay, maybe I'll even just try a preset. Now I will use just like the actual amp sometimes, just so y'all know. But usually it's for like towards the end, and I'm doing like kind of like backing layers. I don't really use it for like the meat of a guitar part. Anyways, what I'll use a lot though is just the amp and a little bit of reverb. But it's pretty aggressive, so I usually have to kind of dial it in. I usually EQ out some stuff. Pull the treble down. And then boost a little. So, okay, that's where I usually start with a tone or something. Guitar rig. You got my tone. Then you got this new Corey Wong thing. Now, I just opened this for the first time. I haven't touched it at all. I love the starting point. The starting point of just turning this on is beautiful. This is with nothing. So, turning this on, beautiful. Turning mine on, I mean, I just love mine. I'm not gonna lie. It's beautiful. It's bright. It's awesome. But let's play around a little bit more. I mean, I don't really, you know, the guitar rig. I don't know, man. Just always sounds a little thin, but of course, just a preset. But I mean, I don't know. And also just like as a starting point, it's just like, it's not exciting. I mean, these are great for layers, don't get me wrong. But it's just not good for starting point. Whereas this archetype, Corey Wong, beautiful. So let's start playing with it. I'm excited. All right, what do they got here? Input, gate, transpose, mono stereo. Love the doubler. Ay, ay, ay. That's crazy. Okay. That sounds good. Transpose. I'm going to have to double check and see if that causes latency or not. Because if that does not cause latency, then I can start playing parts in my favorite key. Nah. Well, let's try it real quick. Because there shouldn't be latency on this track. I have like nothing on the master. Now I just have to know. Let's see. Hold on. That's crazy. Please, that would be such an awesome thing. Well, doesn't help. Are you kidding? Wait a second. But I haven't pitched it down yet, so let's go down to. No way. That is no latency, and I can actually that. Oh, the game has changed. I can hear the the guitar out there though. That is in a different key. That's incredible though. Sounds a little funky, going down that low, but going down 6 there. So wow, that's incredible. That's insane. Then we go back. All right, good to know. Good to know. So awesome. Actually, that is just gnarly. What is it? Just takes over the whole. I'm not even gonna think about it right now. That's just awesome. Anyways, back to this track. And then what, I can play with these, obviously. Cool. Okay. Bright buttons tight, presence. I wonder if they modeled a little bit of this after what they modeled it completely after, because I know he uses Ableton. I'm pretty sure he uses Ableton, if it's the same guy I'm thinking of. Anyways, it kind of reminds me of this guy right here, just what I can do. But I usually do get stuck with only that tone. I really can't play with it too much. This is going to be wild, but let's do it anyways. Put the bass back in. Let's try adding the amp. Ooh, it's a lot. It's too much, but yeah, I just wanted to try it. All right, anyways, love these tones and... Okay, some drive. Let's see. Super sensitive. Interesting. Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused. Like the inputs there, then there's also your volume here. I guess that's just your input of the whole plugin. So I guess, okay, that makes sense now. Okay, then you got your volume, then you have this like master, and then you also have output. So like, whatever, who cares? I'll figure it out. Beautiful. Cool. Well, I like that. So, you know me, I'm going to duplicate the plugin because I don't want to lose that. And then let's go ahead and see what other things do. What is this all about? Oh, I get a whole new one. Let's put this input back to 0. How do I reset default or whatever? I guess well, let's just go to let's go to something limited world. Let's go back to default. Okay. Oh, but I love the doubler on it. There we go. Honestly, default with doubler to me is saucy, man. Like, let me go back to that one, limited world. Cool, it's fire. Okay, let's see what else. could spend forever in here, man. This is actually really cool. I was not thinking it was going to be this cool, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should do the neural DSP." I've been lagging on this. Whatever. That's cool. I also have friends with like the real amps and stuff, and sometimes we mic that up. So like, who's cool now, man? No, I'm just playing. Anyways, love it. Let's start playing with it. With some other stuff going on too, though. Let's I want to go back right now to the crunch, and let's put in these popcorns. I'm gonna turn it way down. Actually, the crunch might be too much. Let's go back to the clean. I like the clean. Still turn it down a bit. All right, let's just throw that up into the popcorn. Gets a lot of volume, actually. I swear, if this had just like some sort of wet dry on the effect, that would be awesome. It's a little just too much, and I feel like I have seen other tutorials which turned me off to this for a long time, because I think people are overdoing, in my opinion, I think they're overdoing this. The Postal Service. That's what it is. It's like been bugging me. I'm just gonna do my own wet and dry with it, because I'm not playing, I'm not messing with that. Like that don't work for me. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Give me a second. Oh. So it's a lot. All right, so again, I'm gonna use this and this maybe in the parallel chain. And let's see what I can get out of that first real quickly, because it might not work. Let's just see. So what I want is, I want to turn this on, I want to turn this on, I want that grit, right? But I don't want all of it, so I'm just going to turn it up and blend it. See, doesn't that sound better than if I were to just go in here and pump this on? Right. I just need that extra body, man. So anyways, now I'm gonna get confused which one's which, so hold on. I want to play, we'll turn that on in a second. I want to play a little bit more with this, because I think we could still get some like higher frequencies in there without just throwing any EQ on. But okay, there's the amp, a wah pedal. Okay, interesting. I don't know, we'll get into, oh, they're turned on. Okay, so we do some like start that Skrillexy, breaking a sweat. I'm gonna have too much fun with that. All right. What else do we have here? We have, what is this? Oh my goodness, that's fun. All right, this is, I think this is it. Yeah, I'm just gonna straight up buy this. Oh my god, I could play with so much. Now I don't love to always play with the cabs too deeply, especially in the beginning of a mix. I should probably more, but I don't. Okay, there's the EQ. And then what is this? Just so I know. Okay, so we got some delay, some wash. All right. Again, I might throw that on down here in my effects parallel. Man, this is gonna be super fun. That's probably how McGee gets all of his tones, unless he's like amping stuff, which he might be, which would be super tight too. But this sound, that's the thing though, is it sounds literally like, it sounds real. It sounds like what you could do with real pedals and real amps. Yeah, let's maybe dive into this a little bit. Cool. Interesting. Okay. Now let me go back over to the bottom one, which again we'll call this wet. Let's turn on the shimmer or wash. Beautiful 80s. Perfect. I can just go ahead and do that, and then yeah, all right. The time's a little long. No, not for. Nah. Be better. Be better. Now I'll take the. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that. I probably could even brighten this up. I probably won't though. I could so see why people overdo it at this point, which that is the thing. With amps, you could obviously overdo it, and you could spend forever going over tones. So sometimes using stuff like SLT tones or guitar rig and stuff has saved me time in that regard over the years. But like being able to kind of like, I don't know, like I said, I do it. I kind of build myself sometimes as well in Ableton. So let's listen one more time to the whole idea of sending this. Right? Or I was like kind of excited with doing just the postal service. So either like I wanted an effect, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like land there and I'll be happy. But I kind of anticipated, no, I won't. So that's how you get a tone. Just saying, bro. I'm not even gonna go in and grab. I will right now. Why not? I'll grab my little amp that I build all the time by myself. Again, let's see what's up. Maybe we'll play with a cab on this one. And then yeah, if I wanted some like flangers and stuff, like dude, the new Ableton flangers, like what's even going on here, bruh? Like I'm not really into it too much, but let's try putting it in. Why not? Chorus is nice. So what was I gonna do? Flanger, yeah. Okay. Let's put a flanger in. Turn up the decay on the verb. Yeah, so like, you know, I could do some cool stuff in here, but let's see the difference. Nice, but again, it's so heavy-handed. Maybe I turn off, I think I put some sort of crunch on. The tuber might be doing too much. And then also the dump truck thing might be doing a little too much. Oh, I didn't even have it on, so yeah. That's cool. That's fun, but like unnecessary for the track, I think. I do still like my tones. Then... Alright, let's play it with the track. Alright, that's my kind of Corey Wong setup, and then I'll even just turn this off just to the wet one and just... It's actually not too bad. Let me turn this back on. Okay, now let me go to mine. Yeah, I do dislike mine in the mix on this popcorn for sure. But again, I wouldn't usually leave it there, although sometimes I would, but I would usually go into Guitar Rig and do some more stuff. That said, I usually wouldn't have the cab on. That on rock mode. Now back to the Corey Wong. So it's between that and that. Let's keep building with the Queer Wong thing. I'm gonna copy and paste that into the rhythm section. Let's turn that on. I need that to be cleaner. I don't need a bunch of washout on that. Maybe that could be crunchy. Let's see. Let me go to guitar rig for this actually, for this rhythm type thing, because I need this to be thinner. So see, I like that. It just happens to be that I like that warm fuzz with the guitar rig there. Let's go into a different sound. Let's see what's up. Yep, we just happen to have it right with this warm fuzz situation there. But the tail will be turning on these leads. It's also just it's a lot. The real ampage to do these parts I'm used to doing with thinner amps. I will say the archetype Corey Wong thing is super thick and juicy. It's just going to require doing less parts, or it's going to really require some finesse, like a real amp situation. That said, let's play around. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's load this up with some verb. I don't know if the wash and stuff is really doing it for me. Shimmer's doing it for me. Okay. With the cab a little bit. Maybe I messed around with the cab too much. Cool. All right, let's put that there. Then for this high one, this might be too much. So, but let's give it a go. It's probably all too loud now. Let's turn this popcorn down for sure. It's way too loud. Anticipate it. Turn it down. That transpose button here is so fun. Oh. Come on. Like, I'm not even playing here. I'm going to put both on, the high and the low, and then screw the mid. Well, maybe not the high. Maybe the mid, maybe the mid. That was the second that it started sounding locked. That's locked. So I'm going to stop right there. I think there is one more thing to throw in, which is these diamonds. And I'm gonna, because I loved that last tone, just throw that down there. And see how that fares. Let's see. Oh wait, I gotta turn off the, I don't need the low octave or whatever. Let's play with presets for this one. Okay, fun. I see. Okay, neural DSP. Then we just throw the bass into some maybe multiband OTT on the bass, then throw some EQ on there. Yeah. Let's try an amp. Let's see what's up. Forgot about this little guy. Take that out. And let's put the churds on it. Let's see what's up. Wow, the timing on that is impeccable, and I even tried to clean it up. I guess I didn't try enough. Oh wow. What happened? What happened, man? Who did what? Did I play this in? Simon couldn't have. He's so good at everything. Honestly, can I just like... Throw this down easy enough. Easy does it. Let's see. Spend too much time on this lead. Probably could spend a little bit more. I think that's what's really making it muddy. And I think at this point though, I'm just gonna, like I said, it sounded good, so let's just go Pro Q with it. Right. No need to play with the tone. It's just too heavy, that's all. See how that feels. Cool. Really just turn up maybe the drums, maybe even turn down the synth. That might be a problem. Nah, what is it? It's the shimmer. Yeah, probably because I have it on two things. Yeah, it's definitely that shimmer. Cool. We're rocking. This is maybe turn off the shimmer on some more stuff, but it's feeling pretty nice. Let's try turning off shimmer here. Shimmer actually messes around with everything quite a bit, so I'm gonna turn it off here too and see how that sounds. Off. So I'm going to leave it on. When a vocalist is on the track, I might want to turn it down, the mix down, or turn it off. But anyways, this thing sounds really cool. I'm excited about it. I can tell why, though. Everyone that I've watched videos on using it, I'm like, it's a little murky water, because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to dial in amp tones or don't spend the time to. I certainly don't do that heavily for outside amps. Usually it's best to have somebody else do that, in my opinion, for working on big projects. Nashville, some rock guys in LA, Michael, just different people. You can get some sick tones at a treehouse up the street. And but this is a cool way to like get into it. I feel like I don't like, also, I'm just gonna say it, I don't personally love the guitar rig experience. I feel like to build in guitar rig is just a little funky to me. Like, it's just everything's all over the place, especially now. It used to be a little bit better. But I don't know. I just, this seems way more intuitive to use. But it's thick. It's finicky. So if you overdo it, you're gonna overdo it. And I feel like I've been hearing a lot of people overdo it. Maybe what I could do real quick is just hold on one second. Maybe I can turn this off. Yeah, okay. I want to kind of double check and see what this sounds like in comparison to where it was. So just hang tight. Can't let y'all see all of my things and stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not that song. Where was this? Where did I even put it? Okay, so it's like, okay, this is only gonna take an hour. Wasn't there? Was it here? Collabs. Where's my boy at? Where you at, Simon? There we go. Okay, perfect. So, and I'll bring the track in maybe. Cool. That's where it was. That's where it ended up. I just want to take my email off because I don't know where this is going to end up going. Let's listen to what this used to be like a couple years ago, and then kind of suss out what we're looking at from there. Okay. Display on. All right, there we go. So this is what this whole beat sounded like before I reamped all the guitars and bass. It has its cool qualities, that fuzz. I forgot that I did that fuzz, so I'm kind of down with that and miss it. But now it sounds like this. And if you're really, really cool and you're super, super badass, you would go back. I would go back and I would grab all the guitars from this first version and I would throw it in and blend more of that fuzz sound, especially for that lead. But for right now, we're going to be lazy and we're just going to do it kind of like this and see how that fares. Might be weird because the drums are in there. So yeah, I would go back and grab the fuzz lead for sure. And tuck that into here. Take out the drums and maybe even more guitars. I've noticed that heavily too. Just last thing I'm going to say, if you stayed this long, you're awesome. When you are doing guitars, when you think you're done, when you think you're done, you're not done. That's just one layer. Okay. So like, I was like, oh, that's sweet pot. Yeah, that's a cool layer. Now you blend all these. How many tracks here, bro? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of these that we dialed in, right? Minus the bass, maybe. Then you bounce all that down, put it into audio, and then I go back to this track, right? And I take all the old tones, all 6 of those, bounce them into audio, then I put it in all, and I have all 12 tracks now, the old and the new. Then you start blending a little bit more. Then you get that bottom and the top usually. I feel like that's huge. I did that recently with this guy in Nashville. He sent some stuff, and it was like little dark, and I was like, oh, let me try to just add a few parts to it or replay a couple parts and layer my bright sound with his dark sound, and then it's perfect. So yeah, if that's not a gem, I don't know what is. Thank you guys for kicking it. We have been doing this shootout, playing around with neural DSP, guitar rig, and Ableton plugins. We did play with some waves for like a split second, kind of old school at this point, sorry waves. And yeah, there's other stuff out there too. Don't get me wrong. Like IK Multimedia has an incredible guitar thing going on. STL tones, just like a ton of cool stuff. All right, I got